I return from the dead. Fog machine, go! I said, fog machine, go! Senor Skeltigas, you're about to get hit with the smoke. Oh yeah, it's spooky time, baby. The thunder. Why am I so shiny? Oh my god. Welcome everybody to a spooky kicking with the Compas. I'm Sammy Gonzalez, aka themexcellence. Welcome to Spooktober. And by Spooktober, I mean the end of Spooktober. That music's gonna play forever. It's generic stock music from YouTube. Hi everybody, it's Sammy Gonzalez, aka themexcellence. It's been a while since I've done a show, and I wouldn't have been done doing a show. But you'll see later why we have to do a show. But anyway, I get to use the fog machine. Man, why am I so wet? It's because I was stressing out because I was trying to get the lighting effects and the fog machine effects. I had to take out the smoke alarm to make sure it didn't die, and it was still chirping even after it's dead, so I had to go choop and kill it. Very last minute. Hi everybody, I'm back. And for Christmas, I am Team Puppin Suds. I know it's Halloween, but I thought it was funny to join. Anyway, everybody's out having an adventure time, but I figured it was important for me to get one more episode down of themexcellence before the end of October. You know, get my last bits of happy birthdays in. Show off this shirt instead of the one time I used it on Instagram, and of course to hang out with my buddy Senor Skeltigas. What's up, Senor Skeltigas? How you doing over there, man? Thrilling. Anyway, yeah, the guys are doing other things. One has a child. One is in Japan. The other one's doing spooky things with his girl. Has a house, probably has trick-or-treaters all over the place. Another one is burnt toast. As Gordon Ramsay. It's Gertz. Go. If you follow Gertz, you know what I'm talking about. Can I add more lightning? Oh, it just makes it brighter. Anyway, do I leave this or do I put all the people who are epileptic at risk? I'm going to go ahead and, well, I could do party mode. Ooh. Or cops. Oh, no, the cops are here. Let's cheese it. Or I could just put it back to regular. Why? I'm super sweaty, though. I don't like it. Anyway, we're back. Actually, you know what, though? Let's do... picker. No, I don't want to do that one. Well, I guess RGB, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Let's do some spooky red, maybe? As opposed to sexy red? Yeah. Well, you know what? Actually, what would be a little more fitting, since we're doing a review, and by we're doing a review, I mean I'm doing a review. Because here's the thing. I am not a spooky guy. But... my girlfriend is. And here's the thing, folks. I am in a loving relationship now. Ain't that right, Senor Skeltigas? Exactly. So I'm in a loving relationship, and what that means is that she gets to choose what we watch. And not that it's a bad thing, because I don't choose anything to watch. I watch YouTube, and she gets, like, weirded out. Like, what do you watch? And I'm like, TikToks, and, like, 30-minute, 20-minute YouTube Philip DeFrancos, and other nonsense, right? So I don't necessarily... have like a watch schedule, or I don't seek out new movies. I don't watch new television unless I'm really, really into it. But she has gotten me into that habit. And so like over the course of this spooky season, I've watched I Know What You Did Last Summer for the first time. I watched Scream for the first time. They're both very good. They're both very good movies, and I enjoyed them very much. And so I'm watching all of these things, getting my knowledge base a little more intact. And one of the things that I wanted to watch that nobody fucking here on this show would ever watch, not even Senor Skeltigas, was Agatha All Along. Because Agatha All Along, which I wish I could find the episode when it was announced, when it was like the House of Harkness or whatever. And I said, it's for the gays, it's gonna be musical, and it's gonna be for the gays. And I was fucking right, like 2 years ago when this shit was announced. And that's not a bad thing. So, let's take a look at the finale trailer. We're going to spoil it. Or at the very least, I'll talk about some of my favorite things. And then I'll spoil some things along the lines. But let's do the official trailer. Let's actually start with the official trailer because it starts one way and then it goes completely like the other direction, and it's very interesting. But before we do that, oh, I have the chat pulled up. Happy Spooky Day, Rayleigh says. Rakeen says, hey, yo, Rakeen closes us out and welcomes us back. Welcome, Rakeen. Oh, that's not what we're talking about. I was trying to do a Halloween party this year, but man, I don't want to get involved. The neighborhood I live in is just too much drama and everyone on fighting shit. Yeah. And it is just me today, Emiliano. I figured you had a child. Actually, no. Wait. Emiliano, been on the show. You know him on the Muscle Menos podcast. Does not do Thanksgiving because he's indigenous and fight the power. But is Halloween pagan or I don't know. I have a lot of questions, and we'll talk about those questions, and I'll posit them to the internet because I'm just going to be talking because it's just me. It's just me today. But yes, once again, the fog machine has returned, and I lost a little trigger, but the button still works. So we're going to go ahead and fog this baby up. Senor Skeltigas is getting the most of it. And this is like from like 2 years ago's fog. This is old fog, so I may die from that. Luckily, there's a fan, and so at least it looks menacingly spooky. That's awesome. But yeah, let's talk about Agatha All Along because I quite enjoyed it. So let's talk about Agatha All Along. But let's watch the trailer. Let's see what expectations we were brought to have, and then we can get into it.
Time to finish the road. Last one there is a nice person. Follow me, my friend, to
Yeah, I got my purple. It was the quest for her purple. Fucking Agatha. Why the fuck are we talking about Agatha Harkness? That's the funny part. See? Look it, right there. I definitely ain't watching Agatha. Is it good, though? Well, that's what I'm going to get to. Because here's the thing. I didn't just fog machine the shit out of my place, put purple in, and spend my Halloween to be like, you know what? It was fine. It was all right. But then again, you know I'm not the type of guy that's like, everything's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, because I'm not that type of person. But I will say this. The fact that by the end of it, there is going to be a subsect of Marvel fans. Once again, I'm leaning into the LGBTQ community, the allies, those who are fans of RuPaul's Drag Race, those who are fans of musicals, those who are fans of musical theater and just acting in general. This show's got just a little bit of everything. And I don't think my girlfriend's back from work yet. I don't think she's going to catch this part because she's going to go back and watch them. I get Aubrey Plaza now. Now, I know everyone's out there like, wait, what? Aubrey Plaza, she was always attractive. Yeah, I know she was always attractive. But the thing about it was that whole Parks and Rec, moody, goth girl lady didn't do really much for me. Wasn't really a big fan of it. But in the first episode of this damn show, this is not reflective of her being in the first episode of the show. She is the most seductive fucking individual I've seen in a long time on television. So if I'm talking about some of my favorite things, non-spoilery, man, Aubrey Plaza is very, very good in this show. As her character, which is the Green Witch, which is Rio, and other things here. Oh my God, she is here. Well, then she just caught the fact that I have just professed my love to Senor Skeltigas. I thought that was me for a moment. You guys thought I died? Nope. It's just me. Anyway, I should have flipped it so I could make myself look like I died, but then put on two similar shirts. Anyway, you doing okay over there, Senor Skeltigas? Great. No, she's dynamite in this role, in this show, and I'm like, I finally get it, because she plays it in just such a chaotic and crazy way. And once you know the actual origins of the character, I won't spoil it right away, you go, yeah, that totally checks out. As a matter of fact, every actress in this show is pretty great, except for Teen. And by Teen, I mean, what's his name? Joe Locke. He is the stand-in for everybody. I can't even find him in the trailer. He's not that important. Actually, he's very important. But no, Teen right there, very good most of the time, but he's there to be Mr. Exposition, because we don't know what's going on, because the Witch's Road, these witches, covens, all these rules. The Scarlet Witch we kind of knew about in WandaVision, stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme, to kind of give us that information there. Wanda can make hexes, but the actual like witches and wizards element of the MCU, which was referenced by Anthony Mackie talking about witches, wizards, superheroes, and aliens or whatever, or zombies or whatever in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This covers the witches. And you have covens, you have rules, you have different types of witches, divination witches, fortune-telling witches, skeleton witches. No, not quite. Actually, we'll get to that in a little bit. But you have the coven, and everybody plays their part fucking wonderfully. The fan favorite being Patty Lupon. Am I going to get that wrong? I'm not good. Patty Lupon. I got it right. I kind of feel bad because my siblings are all theater kids, and I be like, yeah, I know theater. I am a fan of the theatre. I know good singers and songwriters and all this other stuff. And Patty Lupon just fell under my radar. Apparently a legend, and with good reason. 1949. Let's just look at the Wikipedia real quick so I can learn, all you people. American actress and singer best known for her work in musical theater. After starting her professional career with the acting company in 1972, she gained acclaim for her leading performances in the Broadway and West End stage. 3 Tonys, 2 Olivier Awards, and 2 Grammys, and was a 2006 inductee to the American Theater Hall of Fame. Broadway debut in Three Sisters in 1973, Sweeney Todd, War Paint, Stephen Sondheim revival of Company, all sorts of wonderful things. And she is a fucking dynamo in this. Like, you want to talk about, like, not like up-and-coming stars, but like talking about young people fucking recognizing legends. This right here is a perfect example of that. And there she is with Aubrey Plaza. Apparently they roomed together and spent a lot of time together because Aubrey Plaza was doing stage performance and whatnot. And she's just like chaotic good and like all the interviews I've seen her in. But the thing about it is having all of these powerhouse actresses and women in this role, this show does something bigger than what a lot of people probably either expected it to or did not expect at all from Marvel. And that was understanding that maybe that girl power scene in Endgame was the wrong way to do it. Now, everyone knows of that little scene right there at the end of Endgame. See if I can find it just by looking up Avengers girl scene, the Endgame girl scene. Yeah, like it says girl power in the damn search, for Christ's sakes. But if you just go along and you were watching Endgame and you're like, man, everybody's badass, everybody's fighting like equals, this is great. And then in the middle of everything, you just get, oh, the girls, they're taking over, girl power forever. And to me, the first time I saw it, I don't mind at all. But for God's sakes, I can admit now it is damn shoehorned in a lot. Like a lot. And there's no real point to it. There's no like real thematic thing where it's like, oh man, the Avengers disrespected the girls and didn't treat them as equals, and so therefore they have to show themselves. No, the Avengers always thought of them as equals. They were always pretty nice to them. So like Gamora is one of the best fighters in the galaxy. So like that's not the purpose. So that being shoehorned in, and this being a show of mostly women and a gay teen and a gay boy, he's old enough. The fact that they were like, instead of just girl power for the sake of it, let's actually talk about the themes of actually one of Wanda's little her pennant is a maiden, mother, crone. The whole series is based off of this just concept that has been in existence from somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's ancient, the triple goddess, maiden, mother, crone. First you're a young woman, then you're a woman, a mother, and then you're an old lady and nobody loves you. And that cycle, that theme is throughout this whole entire show. And watching these actresses, different ages, different skill sets, different ages and ethnicities, it's very interesting to see those dynamics for what they are. So nobody in this show is like the smoking hot stuff. Yeah, Aubrey Plaza is, I could say that. And not to say that none of them are like unattractive by any means, because they are definitely attractive, but that's fucking not the point. You don't go into this and be like, oh man, I can't wait to see some hot girls do some magic. You're like, no, I'm here to see some women do some stuff. And flirt with each other a little bit. And that's what the show does. It's incredibly fascinating to go into the viewpoint of a woman, one woman that's going through time, time skipping. If you watched Loki, one's time skipping a little bit. Nah, a little spoiler. One is been removed of her powers. She can't be used. She's bound from her powers. Agatha Harkness does not have her powers. She's looking for her purple. That's the cue for more fog. If I say purple, it means more fog. And no, that's not me farting, even though it does look like that now that I did it backwards. Looking for a purple. One trying to break a generational curse. Another one, I think that's it. Yep. Oh, and then one trying to find the unknown powers of the beyond or whatever. So, and the other one just to be there for fun and whimsy. And that changes throughout the entire series of which one's there for the whimsy. But we are hotboxing this bitch, yes. So you watch this as a guy with his girlfriend watching it with him, and you're like, look, guys, I'm going to talk to the men folk right now. You know what? You need to watch it just so you can learn how to consume media a little bit better and calm the fuck down a little bit. Because this show is patient. It takes its time. It's well written. The characters are very dynamic. And they all have a purpose. And there's really no overt, correction. Senor Skeltigas. There is overt sexuality, but it is all like sapphic. It's all between women, and it's a romantic love, and it's friendship, and it's covenly appreciation. So it's very much girl power, but not as anything for us, for men. It's like all within the scope and within the framework of a coven of witches, a girlhood of traveling pants, a just them. It's not for us. And I think what's funny about it is that all the guys that I probably know, hell, these guys here that are part of the show, they don't watch Marvel anymore. They're already like, I'm done with Marvel. But beyond that, they're not going to be like, I'm not going to watch Agatha Harkness. I don't care. And that actually works for the benefit of this show, because the people that will seek it out will get a better product without people yelling in their fucking ears. Because this is a very good product. This is a very good show that plays with a lot of things in these trials. It plays with a lot of emotions. It plays with a lot of horror references and pop culture references. This thing's one big Wizard of Oz retelling, remake, readaptation. A lot of Wizard of Oz references, which my girlfriend was very happy to point me out all of the references. And, you know, there's tarot cards, there's broomsticks, there's potions, alchemy, 70s, flashback trips and whatnot. It's all thrown in like a big love letter to, like, just goth girls. Like just the goth girl at heart for every girl that had that witchy phase when she was younger, or the young girl going through the witchy phase now. My niece was in it. She was doing tarot cards when she was a preteen, and it was like, it's actually based on the Catholic Church. I don't know. That could be right. That could be wrong. But she was into it. And I feel like a lot of girls go into a witchy phase, and there's a lot of psychology and reading about it, essentially taking ownership of womanhood, femininity, of things of that sort. And so it's kind of like, if you want to be better as a guy, this is something that, if you don't like the topic, if you don't like what it's about, or like you're like, I don't think I would like that, I think you need to give it a chance, because this is the type of show that you need to take a chance on and give it some time, because it's not like anything about it is overtly bad. There's like, the music's not, thanks, the music's not bad. The acting's amazing. The set design, because it had such a low budget compared to the other ones, is not overinflated. Sometimes it's even a little too cheap, but if it looks cheap, it's still real. So it's not just a big green screen fest. And so just that alone is, I'm going to tell you, it's a good product. And if you go, let's look at Rotten Tomatoes real quick. Rotten Tomatoes, not YouTube, Agatha All Along. They haven't review bombed it, so I don't think they did. Yeah, 83%, 82% for. I'm gonna keep using AdBlock computer, and there's no way you can stop me. 83% average tomato meter, 82% average audience score. Said after the events of WandaVision, Agatha Harkness recruits some unlikely allies on her quest to regain her former powers. Let me just look at some of the reviews, if I can. I don't use this fucking thing, so I don't know how to find the reviews. Let's see. All critics. I want to read. Skinner Skeltigas, help me read the reviews. It won't. It won't tell me the reviews. But I think with that right there, that's right where it lives for the average viewer. But if you're a fan of The Wizard of Oz, if you're a fan of the witchiness, if you're a fan of all of those things, this is, well, let's see. I love episodes 2 through 7. The rest were meh. You know what? Episode 7, one of the finest pieces of television. Oh my God. Hey, I didn't tell you to shoot. Oh my God. It's just activating. Deactivate. Spooky Ghost activated the fog machine. I don't like that. I think that's what happened when it fogged up my entire place. But going back to it, episode 1 sets the tone, a little awkward, a little crazy. They kind of play back into the WandaVision thing. And then 2 through 7, down the road, down the witch's road. And then you're just in for a fucking thrill. But episode 7, as I was saying, episode 7, oh, it's a fine piece of television. Fine piece of television. A lot of people will say, Patti LuPone is the star of that one. Give her the Emmy for some fine television acting, guest side appearance, side character, what do they call it? Best supporting actress. There you go. Give her that. Like, automatically. It's a fun show. It's a good time. It's a light watch. It gets a little graphic near the end, surprisingly. But ultimately, it's a part of the WandaVision, Agatha Vision Quest series, the trilogy. And so this is a nice middle ground, a nice continuation of that first show. So I don't know. I'm going to give it, before I get into spoilers and whatnot, I'm going to give this an 8.5. Not 8. I'll give this an 8. I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually right there with everybody on it, because here's the thing. It's not the greatest thing in the world. And you know what? It doesn't fucking need to be. I know I say that a lot. It doesn't need to be the greatest thing in the world. It's a very good thing. And it actually got me in the mood for spookies, like so. Look at the purple. Look at the smoke. It's because I watched the show yesterday and I'm just like, ooh, witches and covens and potions. And I will say this, there's actually some fucking stakes in this show. Not like delicious ones. I mean like actual stakes in terms of whether people live or die or enter purgatory or go and see Mephisto. Oh, spoiler alert, Senor Skeltigas. Or am I? Did I just throw you for a loop? Am I betraying you? Who knows? But you know what? Now it's time for spoilers. So I'm going to go ahead and fade to black real quick and get you guys ready for spoilers. Because if you want spoilers for Agatha All Along, you can stick around. If you don't want spoilers, peace out for like 20 minutes, and then we'll talk about the MCU trailer that played before Agatha All Along. I'll be right back. I'm not actually going to turn anything off or go away. I'm just going to give you guys a break to take off before spoilers. All right, we're back. It's Mephisto time. Mephisto. No, I'm just kidding. Spoiler alert. I am looking. It's a fog machine. It's got to get worse. Oh, this actually looks really moody and cool. I wish the guys weren't little punks and could breathe in smoke, because this is fun. I like doing this. This is my annual smoke out my room with fog smoke. And get rid of my fire alarm. It's not even, no, it's a filter. It's real. It's real smoke. No effects here, baby. No effects. Or technically it is an effect, but this is real. Ain't that right, Senor Skeltigas? That's right. So, on to spoilers real quick. For Agatha All Along. I'm just going to spoil it. Oh my God. Well, actually, since I switched to it, they spoiled it already for you. The teen, aka Billy Kasparov, or Romanoff, or whatever his name is Billy Maximoff, baby. It's fucking Billy. It's fucking Wiccan, which we all knew and love, right? We all know and love Wiccan, right? I'm just kidding. You know what? Wiccan is cool. I read a little bit about the comics and stuff like that. The son of the Scarlet Witch, he exists in the show, Bimmy and Jimmy. They exist in there, and this one took the soul of another one, and he got magic powers. And we don't know if the Scarlet Witch is dead, but they said she's dead a bunch, and so Elizabeth Olsen is non-committal to come back. So we don't know. What if Bimmy and Jimmy are coming back, and then the Scarlet Witch goes, "Oh, I'm alive now because my children are real." That would be a nice comeback. Also, I had to explain this for my girlfriend, and I'm going to explain it to you because I'm going to sound like an insane person. Sammy, why are you saying Bimmy and Jimmy? Well, first of all, it's Jimmy and Tommy. Billy and Tommy. There you go. Billy and Tommy Maximoff, Wiccan, and Speedster. I forget what his actual name is in your Skeltigas. But when I was a child, I played a game called Double Dragon 3, and the characters are Billy and Jimmy. And in the 2-player version of Double Dragon 3, the characters were accidentally mistranslated as Bimmy and Jimmy. A year has passed since Bimmy and Jimmy defeated the Shadow Warriors. So, I'm just saying, anytime I hear the word Billy, or the name Billy, it's Bimmy. And Bimmy and Jimmy are now alive after the ends of this. And then all of a sudden, fucking Agatha's a ghost now, and Rio was death all along. I told you it was spoilers, guys. I gave you time to get away. And Rio's death, and my girlfriend got mad at me. So I'm going to ask this to you, and fucking Key, you could clip this if you want. It's going to be really weird out of the regular context of what we have. But I want to know, what Earth or what realm does Rio as death control? Because look at the Asgardians have fucking Asgard, and they have Valhalla, which, okay, that's like Asgard. All the people of Asgard, they go either to Valhalla when they fight and die, or they go to regular heaven, or they go to hell, which is not our hell, Hell, it's Hel, which is just not Valhalla. And then the Black Panther has the Panther Plains, and then in Moon Knight, they had the sandy places for the Egyptians, then they had the Hippo God for some other folks, and then they had all sorts of other assorted gods, Khonshu and whatnot. So technically gods exist, and then you have the gods that were in Thor, which is like the Greek gods. I think Quetzalcoatl was there, and then you have Kukulkan, who technically is not he's kind of a god, but they called him the feather serpent god. And so I'm just like, okay, we have all of these delineations of realms. What is Rio's realm? Is she witches? Like, does she only take her to the witch afterlife? Is it everybody's afterlife? Because she was just going to take Billy, who was just a Jewish kid. So technically, Rio's in charge of the Jewish death. And I don't know the rules about Jewish death. There's certain rules and things that are probably slightly different than like Catholic or Christian death. But then like Christian death, it's like Peter is at the gate. So is Rio just taking you to the gate, or is Rio taking you to the river Styx? Rio, river, Styx? What's that one? What's the river Styx? Is that Roman? Ancient Greek? Yeah, ancient Greek. So is she ancient Greek, but she's Puerto Rican? What underworld does she have? Shut up, Fog Machine. I don't want you to go off right now. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, Kukulkan is just a mutant, right? But Rio is death, and in this analogy, it was Agatha that romanced death as opposed to Thanos, because famously Thanos courted death in the comics, and death was just a lady with a cloak, and Thanos was like, I love you, I'm gonna get rid of half the universe. And then death also had sex with Deadpool, but Deadpool like couldn't die, and so that's why she was enticed by him or something like that. It was a long weird thing. And I think that Ryan Reynolds and her flirting would be kind of funny. But the point is, like, that's death. Like, the concept of death galactic wide. Okay, so does she have to go everywhere in the galaxy to end life and to shepherd people into the afterworld? We watch the afterworld scene of the kind of crux of this, where Agatha's child, Nicholas Scratch, made pan fried noodle. His name's Nicholas Scratch, but she was like, you made from scratch like a pie. And I thought it was funny and kind of foolish, near Skeltigas. But, so, Agatha's having a, like, not quite a stillbirth, but a death during pregnancy. It's a flashback at the end of the show. And Rio is there, who was previously Agatha's romancy relationship, was like, I need to take him. It's my duty. And she just like hangs out for like 5 minutes, while she negotiates death, which that's kind of a cool concept anyway. But she negotiates death, but then she's got to go do other death things. So how does death have time for a relationship? And how does she get to everybody in the galaxy? And does she also have to do it for the microverse? What is it called? What's the pimp particles? Quantum realm. There you go. Does she have to do death in the quantum realm too? Is it just cell death or is it just soul death? And then what defines soul death? What has a soul? Does Vision have a soul? Because technically Vision's a robot, but then he was reincarnated through the soul stone. So then he does have a soul. So yeah, he does have a soul. I think that was a soul stone. But you see what I'm saying? Rio being the concept of death throws everything off about the MCU. Well, does she have agents like the Reapers? But how come we don't see the Reaper? Blue Oyster Cult wasn't played once during the show. But we need a death solo film. Start the campaign. Exactly. I want to see Rio in fucking Moon Knight. Now, I know that sounds like a bad idea. Nobody liked Moon Knight. But let's spice up Moon Knight. Why the fuck not? My nose is getting a little tickly from all this smoke. But anyway, here, I'll do one more batch and then I'll unplug it. We'll get it real nice and smoky in here. But yeah, you would think she has Reapers to help, but no, she does everything herself. Oh, this is gonna get real bad real quick. But that's what I've wondered. See, you ask too many questions that don't matter. Just enjoy the ride. See, no, I'm not poking holes. There's so many afterlives in the MCU. The afterlife and reincarnation and life after death is a huge theme in the MCU. Literally, Wakanda is like, oh, you go into the afterlife with your family. You go into Valhalla and you go and see Odin, the Odin sleep and whatnot. Did Rio come and get Tony Stark and whisk him off into death, you know? So just, man, Tony Stark would probably make a joke and be like, huh, death's hot. I'm Tony Stark. And then he's fine. And then he makes a joke about death and then he gets whisked off into the death. And then now he is Doctor Doom, which is another annoying thing. But otherwise, Patti LuPone, her scene in episode 7 where she's time slipping back and forth through time, one of the fucking finest episodes of TV this year, I'm sure, based off anything, because it's hard to really beat something that made me feel something as a PG-13S type TV show. A lot of the lore is pretty great. A lot of the lore that they build in the show is really fucking great. The Witch's Road being a fucking original song and not from anything really, at least to my understanding. I don't think there's any previous Witch's Road theme or anything in like actual books or anything like that. So I would say watch it. Go watch it. It's a fun time. It's a good time for everybody. And if you're a guy, you may not like it. Like, you might not be into it. Like, it might not be your favorite thing in the whole world, you know? But I encourage you, as like a straight guy or whatever, and to be like, hey, let me get some. It's kind of like feminist literature, you know, when they say like read some feminist literature. But this won't make you a tool bag, like to do it to like in a way that is manipulative. This is like the only way you can watch this is not in a manipulative way, but more of an educational, smart way. Where it's like, oh, I want to learn about the female gaze. I want to learn about, not homosexual gaze, G-A-Z-E. I want to learn about femininity. I want to see how it functions and how it reacts and how witchcraft is a part of that lore. It kind of just gives you a lot of implications and nice things about it. Also, happy Mexoween. The Mexcellence is where Sean, I appreciate that. It's spooky and foggy in here. So I will give this an 8 out of 10. And give all the guys who vote for Trump to go watch it to fix yourselves. Because, you need it. And then for the ladies out there, if you ever liked any witchy things, if you like Spooktober, if you line your eyebrows like a chola, you probably will like it. And maybe not this year, but maybe next year there'll be some Agathas and some Rios even. Probably maybe a couple of Rios. Who knows? I can't wait to see it because it's probably hot Latinas dressed up as Aubrey Plaza, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't mind looking. Hi, babe. I wished you were one of the Latinas dressed up as Rio. We already did Pup and Suds together though, so that's already dealt with. But yeah, go watch Agatha All Along. It's actually a surprise hit, and it went under the radar. And because it's not getting a direct sequel, Vision Quest, I think people will be curious about. Paul Bettany, people like him. And it'll be the thrilling conclusion to the WandaVision trilogy. And so you'll find out what happens with Bimmy and Jimmy and Vision and Wanda, assuming that the MCU doesn't dip back into the TV shows as direct correlations. I think Wiccan just shows up in a movie at some point, probably Young Avengers, with like 2 lines of exposition where it's like, I brought my brother Tommy back from the dead. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. from the hex that Wanda made that was referenced in Multiverse of Madness, which is only given like 3 seconds. So it's Marvel TV puts itself in a fucking bad spot where the entire plot of the show also needs to be explained in 2 minutes on screen in a movie in the future. So yeah, Agatha All Along. We went down the Witch's Road, and I brought back my brother Tommy. That's gonna be all of Wiccan's expository dialogue when he's meeting Kate Bishop and all that stuff. So yeah, it's Jimmy. It's Bimmy and Jimmy. All right. What part of Bimmy and Jimmy did I not explain to you moments ago? Well, I already closed that tab, so I can't explain it anymore. But yeah, go watch WandaVision. I like it. And Agatha All Along. That's what I'm reviewing. But now, I'm going to take a quick breather because I've been talking straight for 40 minutes. So I'm going to take a drink of water. And we'll be right back after this quick, brief commercial break. Oh my God, you got deceived! Happy Halloween! Presented by Manscaped. Welcome to the Manscaped ad. I am your ghost host, Spooky Ghost. Themexcellence himself. Okay, I can't do the voice the whole time, but guess what? Oh my God. Manscaped, you're killing me, Smalls. Sorry. Here's the reason why they're killing me, Smalls. What time is it? It is 7:52 Central Standard Time. That means on the East Coast, it's 8:52, which means it's not time to put Christmas icicles on your website, Manscaped. Not yet. It's still Halloween time. And because it's Halloween time, I want to tell you about the frightening situation that you're in. If you do not have Manscaped products, you are going to be so hairy. And that's the most terrifying thing I can think of. Ooh. Well, here's the thing. Some girls like a wolf man. I know one. Hold on. There you go. I know one. But here's the thing. You got to be tough with the scruff. You got to be tough with your face. And you got to keep your head silky and smooth. See, I'm not keeping it silky and smooth because I'm stressing about the election. There's all sorts of things going on. That's terrifying as well. So the best way to get yourself all in order, the best way to get yourself situated is to get yourself some Manscaped products. Because here's the thing, folks. Where'd it go? As you see right there, old school shave, new school shaver, the Chairman Pro. Chairman Pro, as I mentioned last time, I need to get used to it. My skin is so sensitive and it doesn't use electric razors like this. And I got to make sure it's actually low so I can keep it low and knock it down and keep it good on my body. Because the Chairman Pro is the best in cleaning up your neck technology, because the Beard Hedger is the best in getting your beard all sculpted. I love the Beard Hedger, but to get your neck all done, and I say my neck, but let's say you don't have a beard and you want to get your chin all shaved down or whatever, you get the Chairman Pro. Stroke your chin with the newfound accuracy. 2 interchangeable blade heads give you a gentle and precise shave, whether you want a smooth face or a perfectly chiseled stubble. 2 interchangeable skin-safe blade heads. Skin-safe 4-blade foil. Skin-safe stubble trimmer. 2-link setting stubble trimmer combs. Waterproof with the Flex Adjust technology. Precision trimmer. Edge. Precision lock. Up to 75 minutes of runtime. Haven't had to charge mine yet. And wireless charging compatible with a travel lock and LED spotlight, and it has a cool little bag that comes with it too. I really like the bag. It's very, very good stuff. But here's the thing. I told you, and there's 17 people in the chat right now. Listos, chat? Are you guys ready? The first person to say my face is too hairy in the chat, quote, my face is too hairy, I'm going to send you this. That's right. They gave me 2, and I'm going to give one away to you this Spooktober Halloween, Manscaped Halloween. Say, my face is too hairy. Did I say that? My face is too hairy. The first person to write my face is too hairy in the chat, I will send this to. So I'm going to keep an eye on the chat. And remember, for those of you who aren't here, oh my God, they said my face is too hairy, Bransdale. You win the Chairman Pro. But here's the thing, folks. If you weren't at your keyboard, if you weren't watching the advertisement and sticking around for it, shame on you. Shame. But that's okay, because you can get 20% off and free shipping off everything at manscaped.com. What? 20% off and free shipping? That's right. If you use coupon code MEX20, you can get 20% off and free shipping on everything. Now, that's not terrifying. That's actually quite cool that you get 20% off and free shipping. And because Manscaped's so damn excited about it, Sorry, nothing against you, Manscaped. Just what you have to do to keep up with the Joneses. And we're talking about Navidad coming soon. But, Bransdale, you want it, so you can have it for yourself, or you can hold it for a month for Navidad. Thanksgiving, we'll do some stuff your balls turkey jokes in a little bit. But look, they're already on to Christmas. Senor Skeltiguez, you're looking a bit hairy over there too. Maybe you need the dome shaver, which I love so very, very much. Let me just go back to it real quick. Hold on. Too many clicks. Sorry, this is a very old computer and it's starting to show its age. Real quick though, dome shaver, amazing. And you can get 20% off free shipping off everything, including the dome shaver, using MEX20 at manscaped.com. Manscaped, your balls, your face, and eye, and your head will thank you. Oh, Sam, why did you take so long? Because I'm thirsty. I'm talking about myself. But thank you for watching. And once again, Bransdale, I gotta take a picture of yourself, so I can make sure to send you that. Check out on your Twitch. I'll get your mail information. I'll get it out soon. I actually have boxes to send things out. So, sorry, I'm getting my niece and nephew's Halloween pictures, and they're adorable. So, Bransdale, I will send you this one right here, because I already opened mine and using it and whatnot. So, as I said, Marvel Studios posted a look ahead for 2024 and 2025. So I skipped ahead of it. I saw it. My girlfriend didn't see it. She was like, I don't need to see it. But you know what? I figured, let's talk about what's going on in the future of the MCU without the guys fucking shitting on my parade, because these guys don't like the MCU. They're not interested. And there's some things that are actually I'd never heard of. And I was like, we'll see what happens. So let's talk about it. But first of all, let's watch it. Let's look at the look ahead from Marvel Studios and Disney Plus.
I brought you here to offer you an opportunity.
Oh, I smell what you're stepping in. This gonna get good.
It's been some time, hasn't it? You've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
I wonder if your darker half would agree.
Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you?
They really good one.
Miss me!
Oh! I'm gonna build something undeniable.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life.
See? Right there. They would have been like, oh, it's Washington Heights. It's the guy from Washington Heights. We're not watching it. I don't know if I can do that now because they call Puerto Ricans garbage and I have to be on their side for right now. You guys know. I'll explain that in a bit. But yeah, Anthony Ramos, they'd have been like, no, I'm not watching this. I don't do Washington Heights. But he's in this.
Just had to do some questionable things to get it done.
Up for an adventure.
The battle they will sing about for ages.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man.
I was born to play this character.
I gotta go fix that. Be right back. Well, that was segmented. Hi, everybody. My smoke alarm went off just outside the door. I took this one out, but there's one like 2 feet on the other side of the door. And I didn't fully close the door, and I didn't want to like seal this door shut, but the fog's getting into my kitchen and stuff, so I gotta let it dissipate, and then I'll do more fog. As a matter of fact, let's unplug it again, as to not recreate this fiasco that I got the other time. But look! It's Marvel! We're getting ahead of ourselves. Shh. You got Deadpool! You got fucking Wonder Man. I didn't even know Wonder Man was coming out. I had no clue about anything coming out. There, Daredevil Born Again. Tommy, thrilled. Me, has to watch like the third season of Daredevil, and then Jessica Jones, and then Luke Cage, and then the Punisher series. Because I stopped at season 2 on Daredevil because I was like, wait, this is not canon anymore? Why am I watching it? And so, all those are canon again. So now I have to go back and watch Daredevil. And Vincent D'Onofrio, I saw, what was her name? Shit, what was her name? The girl that had her own series. Echo. I saw Echo, so now Vincent D'Onofrio's back. Echo was fine. Echo was fun. But no, and then you got John Bernthal, who looks just tired. And like, he's like, I want to be Punisher, but I'm so old. And then your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, I don't know. Here's the thing. It's all cel-shaded and cool, Senor Skeltigas, and I don't know if I'm into that. Because it's just like traditional animation, CG animation. It's kind of like trying to steal some of the Spider-Verse type of swag with the, the lowered frame rate and the cell shading and kind of unique style of it, but it looks a bit generic. And I don't know if I want to watch it. I don't need to know if I want to watch another local friendly neighborhood Spider-Man television show with tweens. I'm not, that's not what I am. And it's probably for all ages, and there's going to be people that enjoy it, but I don't think it's for me. Ironheart, everyone's fucking not looking forward to this, and I wonder why. You racists. No. Well, one, it got delayed a bunch, but two, Riri showed up in one movie, and she did some cool things, and then this was recorded and finished like a year ago. And so who knows with some of these things and some of these references, being undeniable. That was like a Joe Rogan thing like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago when this was shot. And now it's coming out next year. So some of the references and there's Washington Heights. And then it's like, okay, we got another Iron Man. We already saw Iron Man, and are people going to be fucking bitching that it's a woman and a black woman being smart as shit? Smartest, I was going to say Tony Hawk, as smart as Tony Stark, even though she is one of the smartest people in the MCU, to my understanding, in the comics. And you know what? And she's going to use it for maybe questionable purposes, and that might be fun to be. But then again, that's what Tony Stark's thing was he was making bombs for the Iraqis, or for the, I'm sorry, not the Triads, the Ring of Seven, the Seven Rings, but that was the fake Seven Rings or the real Seven Rings. I don't know. Speaking of, we'll get back to that in Wonder Man. What If? I didn't watch What If season 2. The first one was cool, and then the second one, I just didn't get to it. And now there's a third one, and it's just, whatever. And then Marvel Zombies. I don't care about zombies. I don't care about zombies. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know who it's for. I don't know who's demanding Marvel Zombies specifically. That was fine as one episode or two episodes in, or as a multiverse in What If season 1, whatever. What do I know? This, however, is the chat. This, however, is what I'm looking forward to. What the hell is Wonder Man doing here? First of all, I don't really know much about Wonder Man, Senor Skeltigas, but Wonder Man, all I know is from the action figures that people buy and collect, and he's a white guy usually, and he's got glowy hands, and I think he's another Superman. Like, I know like Marvel has like 17 Superman stand-ins, Sentry, yada, yada, yada. I think he might be one of them. But I didn't know he's an actor, so is this some sort of Clayface thing where he's like, I'm an actor, but I'm also a superhero? And then Ben Kingsley comes back again. Speaking of, he was playing, God dang it, what was he playing? Not Fin Fang Foom, what's the other guy? Ra's al Ghul, no, fuck, what was his name? Ben Kingsley Marvel. Trevor Slattery, but he played, shit. Oh, the Mandarin. There you go. I knew it was one of them racist names. But yeah, he was playing the Mandarin, and now he's not the Mandarin. He's just an actor. And he had that little like one-off afterwards. That little short film. Was it like the one shot? I think afterwards. I'm a little skeptical of the entertainment value of having him just doing his little shtick and being like, I'm an eccentric actor, because I don't know how that plays in 2025. 10 years removed from Iron Man, probably. I don't know. I didn't do Iron Man 2. I don't remember. But, we'll see what happens. We'll see how Wonder Man gets powers. Now, Eyes of Wakanda, different story. I don't see a lot of African stories animated. I might take a look. I'm a fan of Wakanda. I would like to have Wakanda be more than one street at a time or one ocean cliff at a time. Wakanda's budget for showing the entirety of Wakanda has been very minimal. But then you got Deadpool and Wolverine. Everybody's already bootlegged it. It's already on Twitter. You could probably watch it in full there. Nobody's really thrilled about it. Kingpin, though, being the mayor of New York City, fucking excited about that. I just want Spider-Man to fight Kingpin because I want to see what that looks like, because our Spider-Man is a goddamn superhero, super strong, can fight aliens, and has superpowers, can rip the metal paneling off of everything. But then you just got an angry guy who has above average strength. And I know like he's supposed to be like 400 pounds of pure shredded muscle, but that's not Vincent D'Onofrio, which is still intimidating, just not the same Kingpin. So it makes sense for him to fight actual Punisher and actual Daredevil, where those guys have no superpowers. But I want to see if Spider-Man ever gets involved. Sony, just give Marvel Spider-Man. I know it makes you all the money, but you just did Venom, and nobody knows what the fuck's happening with Null, and nobody knows what the fuck's happening with Kraven, which is still coming out, but like next year, and nobody knows what the fuck is happening to Black Cat movie and the Silver Sable movie and the Ant-Man movie. Nobody knows. And quite frankly, I don't think anybody cares. So Sony, just give up the goat and just let people have fun. But those everything that's coming up with Marvel Television, Animation, and Studios. So I'm just like, okay, that's real fucking neato, everybody. And, you know, it's mostly TV. There was no movies. Oh, I don't know what movies are coming out next year. So it's Daredevil's TV, Ironheart's TV. New World Order's coming out with Red Hulk, and that's just like developing adamantium. So hopefully William Stryker comes out in that. But we still have Photon in the Fox universe. We still have the Phantasmic Four to first steps over here. I don't know what the hell's going on. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and look up MCU releases 2025. So let's see. 9 things. Let's see the order. So What If Season 3, December 22, that's this year. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, January of 25. Daredevil in March of 25. Ironheart, Eyes of Wakanda, Wonder Man. Well, that's the TV shows. I want the films. Give me the films. There we go. Marvel Studios project. Okay, What If Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Captain America Brave New World. That's right. No, not New World Order anymore. That's going to be Valentine's Day. So that one, I'll go watch it. But I can't wait to hear the complaints about... Actually, no. We're going to be in a Kamala... I fucking hope to God. A Kamala presidency. So Black Captain America, my president's black. My Captain America's black. It's going to be a good time for black folks in Black History Month on Valentine's Day. And it's good for everybody. It's good for the economy. It's good for our souls. I didn't mean to say soul. Don't take it personally. I didn't mean it like that. The Daredevil that comes out. I wonder if that's going to have anything to do with New World Order. Oh, yeah, the Thunderbolts. Everybody's going to die except for Yelena, and probably Bucky's going to die, and the Russian guy's probably going to be fine, or he's going to give himself a sacrifice. Ironheart comes out. Then the Fantastic Four, July 25th. That I'm actually most excited about that. I just want them to get the Fantastic Four right. I've been alive for 34 years, and they've done the Fantastic Four three times, and I've seen 4 movies, and the shitty Roger Corman movie that wasn't even supposed to be released is the best version. How hard is it to make a family movie with superheroes? It's The Incredibles. Well, fine, maybe a 5th with The Incredibles. And I'm not even seen The Incredibles 2. The Eyes of Wakanda, Marvel Zombies, Wonder Man, and that's it. Oh, and then Avengers Doomsday. Great. I can't wait. I'm sure they thought about everything really thoughtfully and intently. And then Untitled Vision series, and then Secret Wars. Oh, man. They got the Black Suit symbiote, which technically wasn't a symbiote during Secret Wars. Blade just doesn't exist anymore. X-Men 97. Oh, man, Bo DeMaio, what did you do? Armor Wars, that's still in the ether. Nova, who gives a shit? Echo, season 2? It premiered? It's already out. Oh, and it's like regressing. Yeah, okay. It just had everything and it's getting rid of it. But yeah. MCU. You know what? I'll watch Red Hulk and see what the fuck that's about, which I heard Red Hulk's powers suck. It's like the hotter he gets, the less powerful he gets. It's very stupid. But then everything else, we'll see what happens. Give me a good Fantastic Four movie with that, what was the name, Eddie guy from the Stranger Things. Also, isn't Stranger Things coming out and they're all 25 now and on to better things, but they're still under contract? I can't wait for that to be over. Moving on. that was literally all I was going to talk about, but my nephew did request one topic, and I it's not even to kill time. It's really to genuinely ask the people out there, because I know I'm doing a one-man monologue podcast right now. My nephew is a fool. He's been on the show. He's been on the show, and he's very cool, and he's hip with the talking and the chatting and the trends. And one thing he keeps fucking showing me, and I can say fucking showing me because he's not watching right now because he's doing Halloween things because he's a baby. He's been showing me the fucking Costco Guys. I don't know if any of you know the Costco Guys, but because I know who the Costco Guys are, now all of you have to be burdened with what the fuck the Costco Guys are. I'm going to show you the original Costco Guys video, explain what's been happening, what my nephew's been saying to me, and what the fuck is going on. They ended up on Jimmy Fallon this week, and that motherfucker looked pissed. It's quite hilarious. Let's take a look at the Costco Guys.
Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken.
Hold on. Let's start again, because you need to hear his broken voice.
So guys, of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
We're Costco Guys. Of course we had to try the new double chunk chocolate cookie.
We're Costco Guys. Of course we have to try out the furniture.
We're Costco Guys. Of course we work out with the tires.
We're Costco Guys. What the heck is this thing?
We're Costco Guys. Of course we look at every TV in the place every time we come in.
We're Costco Guys. Of course we get the sample even though we bought the thing the last 3 times we were here.
We're Costco Guys. Of course we cool off in the milk fridge.
We're Costco Guys. I'm still eating my chicken bake. We're Costco Guys.
So, what was once a whimsical and fun father-son duo has become an international phenomenon. And I don't know how far it reaches because it's the internet, so I don't know, like, certain trends are trendy in one area, and then in another area, it's not. So, like, They Not Like Us, that was global. That was worldwide. That was in Canada. That was across the seas, in the ocean. I don't know how far this is going. I don't know if this is in Canada. I don't know if this is in Mexico. I don't know if this is in Thailand. But it baffles me because, okay, so you got the kids. So you see the video and you're like, oh, we're Costco Guys. We do cool things. And it's my dad and my son and the son at Costco eating treats and being Costco Guys. Whatever. It's kind of cute. It's a dad being like, whatever. I keep seeing this Meat Canyon thing, which I've not seen. TJ loves Meat Canyon. I kind of want to play it, and I'm gonna. Maybe it'll give you guys some insight.
Costco Guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
The Costco Guys. Of course we have to try the new double chunk chocolate cookie.
That's what it is.
That was great, Dad. I love Costco. I'm gonna try and work here when I'm older. Get an even better discount.
You know we live for the discount, son.
Oh no.
I'm gonna show you something new Costco has. It's way in the back.
Sure. What?
Oh no. Is this...
You'll find out.
Quizás no son.
Oh, they trafficked the Costco Guys. Okay, I knew it was going to get weird. I'm not going to finish watching that. I don't need to watch the Costco Guys get trafficked. It's just a weird-looking kid with his weird-looking dad who probably is going to look exactly like it. And it's even funnier because the kid has such a soft, whimsical voice, but he's also fucking huge. Like, that's a big kid. I'm not saying, like, fat. I'm saying, like, he's tall and big. And he's like, we're Costco Guys. My voice hasn't dropped yet. And I don't know how old he is. I don't know what it's about. But then you add another fucking character named the Rizzler. And it's this fucking kid.
The Rizzler was just used as a battering ram. Sally Slice's pizza shop was being invaded by the New Jersey Mafia, but the Rizzler and the Costco Guys came to stop them. Big AJ used his super strength and Big Justice used his smarts to defeat some of the Mafia members. But the Rizzler delivered the final blow when the Costco Guys used him as a battering ram to take down the Mafia boss. What group would be able to defeat the Costco Guys?
So... now there's this kid called the fucking Rizzler, and if you don't know what Riz is, charisma, and this kid, all he does is he does this thing. He goes. which is shut up, I'm mewing, which is an older trend. And he's just like, yeah. And he's supposed to be like, he knows how to talk to girls, but he never talks to girls. He's just a little chubby kid, and that's okay. Little chubby doesn't talk to girls, but he's also like 8. And his voice is even softer. He's like, I'm a little child, I'm the Rizzler, do the little thing. He's not related to these people. So all these skits where they're being tossed around, that guy's just grabbing another person's child to use them as a battering ram for a sketch. But if they're cousins or family friends, that's one thing. They don't fucking know each other. I think they're just in the same neighborhood. So then you have that kid, and then there's just an expanded lore that they've took this Costco thing to the limits of their fucking heights, where it's just like, we're Costco guys. Do we give it a boom or a doom? Right here.
Boom or doom?
A chicken bake?
Or a double chunk chocolate cookie?
I'm gonna have to give the chicken bake the boom.
Did you expect that little baby, the Rizzler, to talk that little precociously? No, you didn't.
And the double chunk chocolate a doom. You heard it from the Rizzler. This gets a really big
boom! Boom or doom?
The chicken bake?
Or the double chunk chocolate cookie?
AJ, I'm sorry. I don't want to do this to you. I'm gonna take the chicken bake. Ooh. Chicken bake gets a...
This is what they do. Millions of subscribers, millions of views, and I'm over here in a green room with a fog machine causing damage to my security deposit. But I don't know any of it. And what's even funnier is that, hold on, is this it? Oh, okay. So another thing, I have so many thoughts about this. So you have a guy with his son, and then you have the Rizzler, who's some other kid. By the way, if you're like, wait a minute, I've seen that Rizzler kid before. No, you haven't. Why would you memorize kids you've seen on the internet? But I saw him in another viral video, and it makes me scared because I know I'm going all over the place with this, but because you have the Rizzler, the character, then you have the Costco guys, but then you see oh, I found the Rizzler when he was younger. I think when he was younger, or maybe at the same time.
On the box, on the packaging, it said that it fits you until you're 7, and I'm 7. So it fits until you're 9.
You know what you gotta do for your first task as Black Panther? You have to go up there.
No, Mommy said it's not safe.
Black Panther doesn't have a mommy. He's a man of his own. He lives alone.
Just because I'm Black Panther doesn't mean that I go up a ladder.
Why not? You're supposed to save the day. Save the day. A vigilante is out again on the loose. Are you talking to Tony Stark on there?
I need to go save Crumb.
You're gonna save Crumb, you can't even go up a ladder.
People call me Black Panther.
Ow!
That comes from the dark. And he is brave. He fights in the light. He fights in the night. That person's name.
So he's just like a little kid. That right there is who the Rizzler really is. He's a little kid. And some adult said, hey man, do the Riz face. Do the Riz face. It's exploitative. And his dad was making fun of him for not going up a ladder because mommy's mommy, not mom, I think he said mommy, said it's not safe. And he's like, well, how can you say you can't even go up a ladder? Also, go hang out with the Costco guys. I want you to make me some money. And it's like, what the fuck, man? That's your kid. That's the Rizzler, who's I think he's 8 now because that's Halloween of last year, it looks like. So that's a 7-year-old. You know what? We need more fog. The fog went away and it's not as cool anymore. That's who the Rizzler is. And then I saw this video earlier, and it was a hopefully it's this clip, but it was a behind the scenes of what was happening in those shoots, like in the double chocolate cookie, chicken bake. It's what's behind the scenes, and it was as nefarious as I thought it was. I think this is the clip.
Costco Guys are getting canceled after this behind-the-scenes video of them started going viral. If you don't know, the Costco Guys are basically this father-son duo who almost...
He has to make it over a minute long so YouTube will pay him.
But when someone secretly recorded the behind-the-scenes of how they filmed their videos, people started calling out the dad for being way too serious and aggressive with his son. Literally, anytime the son would say something, the dad would stop him and correct him, to the point where they refilmed this at least a dozen times.
3, 2, 1, boom!
No, we're here with Jay Kind of Funny.
We're here with Jay Kind of Funny?
And this is boom.
As a result, pretty much everyone is calling out the dad in the comments section, saying things like he's being toxic towards his son, and others saying that the dad is too much.
So I'm gonna see if I can find it on TikTok. But yeah, they recorded it, and hold on, it's gonna start talking. Hold on, no, Costco Guys, behind the scenes. So the kid's a fucking, I don't know how big Justice is, the little black-haired, big eyelashed kid. I don't know how old he is. I'm assuming he's like 12 or 11, like prepubescent, but he's doing these videos with his dad, and it's like he's super serious with the shit.
No, we're here with Jay Kind of Funny. No, we're here with Jay Kind of Funny first. Okay.
We're here with Jay Kind of Funny?
And this is boom. We're here with Jay Kind of Funny, and this is boom. We're doing. I'll say this one. It's a chicken maker with a double chunk roll.
And action. We're here with Jay Kind of Funny?
And this is boom or doom.
The chicken bake?
Or the double chunk chocolate cookie.
I gotta go with the double chocolate cookie.
No, you gotta taste it. You gotta take it. First taste the chicken bake.
Oh.
Then taste the double chunk chocolate cookie, and then give your answer.
Yeah,
Okay.
Look at the fakeness. Look at the deadness behind his eyes when he's giving that criticism. I've given that look to the guys before. Hey, fix the curtain. Fix the fucking curtain. Guys, fix the curtain. It's fucked up. I'm sorry, guys. That's all I mean. Fix the curtain. Hold on. Let me do my Mr. Beast smile. Dead in the eyes. Hold on. Mr. Beast, dead in the eyes. Smile. Guys, fix the curtain. Fix the curtain. You fuckers. Tell them to take a bite of the double chunk chocolate cookie. It's insane. And that's why I'm against it. I'm glad California passed a fucking law where you can't exploit your fucking kids like this. Because not only are they doing that in public where there's just people walking around, which is already embarrassing in its own right, but to get that level of perfection over and over and to demand that of your child, Senor Skeltigas, it's too much. Speaking of too much, let's get some more fog in here. It's almost completely empty. It's almost devoid of fog. So let's fog it up real quick. Let's get back to the game. But it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for everybody involved, and it makes me nervous. And what's... Hold on, do they do another one? And like the whole family's involved. It's nothing but work behind the scenes. And the other thing that I saw that threw me off was about the... Was it about the Rizzler? What was it? I'm forgetting. Oh... There's a sister and a mom. So there's Mom Justice. And then there's... What was it? There's sister, like Ashley or something like that. And the sister, I think, is like maybe 17, like not an adult. And she's also like tall and built like her dad, like just like big and kind of like, not like a big girl, but just like tall and fit and athletic. And people are being creeps to her, so she can't be in the videos. So he's already putting his daughter out there. And he keeps doing it. He keeps putting his daughter out there. And every time the videos is just like... pervs all in the comments with the daughter. It was Costco guy AJ. The dad did like business Instagram, like he was trying to get famous before without his kids. Hold on, here, Costco Guys before the game fame.
And one of the kids sprayed that stink spray over there. No, freeze him. Here we go. This is Eric Justin, first ever roller coaster ride. Look at this thing. That's the time of his life.
Look, it's the baby. It's the Costco baby, and like, yeah, he's just a family guy with his kids. So he wants to be like a dad content creator because he's filming his kids and doing all that stuff. Hold on, Costco guy AJ before Origin. Let's just say Origin, because there was somebody who actually talked about like all of his things, but like he tried to do that stuff, and then he tried to do like the kids stuff. He bought he bought ice cream for the whole neighborhood.
The ice cream truck. Which one do you want, buddy? This is so cool. I always wanted to ride in an ice cream truck. This is awesome.
Like, what is he hiding behind those dead cold eyes? That doesn't look like joy. I know he's like, I wanted to be there's something nefarious here. It's my gut instinct. And I know like everyone in the comments is like, oh, he's being a good father. Yeah, I had a good father. I have a good father. He's actively a good father. It's not quite like this though, and I don't think this is good. Like there's nothing behind the eyes. The laugh is just...
Thanks a lot.
And so he's been doing this since this kid was a baby. All the kids were babies. And now he's got the thing. And like I said, he was trying to be AJ, Costco guy, business. He's also, they're going to do a wrestling thing. AJ reveals secrets. Who are the Costco guys? Let's see if they fucking show it. But yeah, no, fuck you, Rolling Stone. I'm never going to take off my ad block or pay for your service. But yeah, he was just like, here's some advice on how to get stocks better. And then that didn't work. And he posted a video with his son and that got a fuck ton of likes. And then he just started posting more and more about the Costco stuff. And then he turned his whole fucking enterprise into that. And so I bring all of this up, one, because it's been driving me fucking mad. And two, I bring it up because Jimmy Fallon. They ended up on Jimmy Fallon. And Jimmy Fallon could not hide his contempt for them at all. It was quite embarrassing and quite funny to watch because it's just so bad. Let's see.
How did this all start? Just walk me through this, please.
Well, I had started up a TikTok channel.
Okay.
And a lot of Big Justice friends were at school and they were doing TikTok channels. So one day Big Justice comes home and he says, Dad, I want to be on your show with you. I want to be on your channel with you.
That's a lie. I mean, that's probably not a lie, but it's like he had a TikTok channel so he could do business stuff. And he's like, son, his son probably went like, oh, I want to be on. Hey, Dad, I want to be a Costco guy. And then he was like, sure, son, you could be in my video. And then he's like, wait, 1 million views. Time to exploit.
With you. So I said, awesome, let's go. So we go to one of our favorite local hamburger restaurants. We film recording a hamburger. We give it a big boom. The video blows up. It gets to 100,000 views. I said, that's it. This is now a father-son channel. Let's bring the boom.
Yeah, this is it. Now this is going to be what we do now.
Notice the Rizzler's facial expression at the end of the exchange. Rizzler is clearly bored of the conversation. However, as a strong leader should, he will let those below him do the talking.
Okay, they made it weird to where it was the Rizzler who's this like enigmatic superhero force. I don't get it. But fuck it. Let's just watch some of it. I know Jimmy Fallon is insufferable, but here's the thing. I fucking agree with how he feels. I agree with the way he is. So let's just take a look real quick.
So much for being here. You guys have taken over the internet.
I'm gonna get copyright stricken so fucking hard, Key. You know where to cut.
You've gone way beyond the internet. AJ, Big Justice, let's start with you guys. Over the summer, you had one of the biggest songs, We Bring the Boom. That's right.
We do.
We bring the boom.
All right, yes.
Look at how pissed off he is already. He's like, all right, yes, I'm trying to get the fucking intro, kids. Jesus Christ. Or kids. Nah, they're all kids. The audience doesn't think that's funny. They don't even think it's really cute because look, I'm not going to insult the child. I don't know if I can call this a cute child. I don't know. I don't know if it's a cute child. I don't look at children and be like, that's it. Other than my nieces and nephews who are objectively adorable, I don't know if I could say the same about a kid if that kid was my niece or nephew. And that's exactly what he said. Dad, I invented the Riz face. No, your fucking dad, who is recording you being Black Panthered, said, hey, son, do the double chocolate Riz face. Because he saw it on a fucking thing. He's like, maybe I make my kid do it.
No, just do it.
That's stupid. I'm not doing it. What? Look, I don't like Jimmy Fallon. I don't fucking like Jimmy Fallon. But he has a point. What do you fucking do? What do you fucking do when, okay, the kid's just making a face? That's all he does. He makes a face and he's kind of chubby. He's like Hasbulla. What does Hasbulla do? He laughs like a child and he gets into whimsical adventures. I don't know what Hasbulla does. It's the same thing in my head.
But what are you trying? You look like you're doing an impression. I'm rooting for you, buddy.
On the road in New Jersey, we'll be taking on QT Marshall. And Big Justice is going to be in my corner. And Big Justice, we're going to bring up.
He's going to wrestle some guy.
All right, good.
He's fucking sick of it. Jimmy Fallon's fucking sick of it. And I kind of am too. But my nephew just fucking loves this stuff. He thinks it's so funny.
Sir, you're up first, okay? This is...
Applause. Please applause. The fucking flashing light goes. Jesus Christ. So then they just eat food.
Oh, really?
When I have kids, do I exploit them like the Costco kids? Was fatherhood a mistake? I don't know. Because my kids are going to be cuter. I know that for a fact. I'm not saying these are ugly kids. I'm just saying my kids are going to be cuter. And they're probably going to be equally as chubby and large because I'm a large man. My girlfriend's very tall. I could be this. This could be my future. I could be the has-been podcaster who waits for his kids to grow up and be like, we're the Sam's Club guys. I'm Sam, and this is Club. Do you want the double chocolate churro? Or whatever the fuck it's going to be at Sam's Club.
He's going to try the double chunk.
I don't know what to do. I'm so perplexed by all of this. Is Boo Radley my co-host? And I know it's Senor Skeltigas. Guys, what do we do? Do I exploit my children for fame? Do I record their every bit of existence from the moment they're born until they're old enough to do silly nonsense? It could be very lucrative. I could be on Jimmy Fallon's show. I could have the song of the summer with "We Bring the Boom," which is a fucking song that they did. I swear to God, if any of these people find real fame, like if Big Justice fucking becomes an MCU hero or something, I'm gonna fucking fight somebody. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it at this moment, but it's because this dad is Tito? No. What's the dad's name? What's Michael Jackson's dad's name? Shit, why did I know that? Michael Jackson's dad. Michael Jackson's dad. Joe, there you go. Joe Jackson. This motherfucker's Joe Jackson YouTubing his Michael Jackson son and some other kid's son, the Rizzler, who was eating Twizzlers. You get it? That was the joke they were trying to make. They couldn't even make the fucking joke right. Rizzler eating Twizzlers. I can't believe it. Do I Joe Jackson my kids to internet stardom and potentially an MCU role? That's the question. I need more fog to think of that question. That's too much fog. I don't know. I don't know. What should I do? Vote in the comments down below. Should I exploit my children, my future children, for internet fame? I can already be a has-been because I've been doing this for so long and didn't get the success, but I also kind of understand the way the things should work and trends and whatnot. Shit, you shut up. And I could do it. I could do it. And I could say double chunk chocolate cookie. I could do that. Should I? Should I? And scene. I don't know. I just decided to fade to black. I'm getting tired, y'all. I have a long day at work. Actually, yeah. This is the end of the show. But I do want to say this because nobody can stop me. Hold on. Let's turn on how I really feel. Because we're about to get political in this bitch, baby. Blue. Let's get the... Oh, yeah, I'm wearing blue already. Now it's even spooky blue. Oh, my God. Yeah, Blue Radley. There you go. So, folks, I don't know if we're doing a show on election night on Tuesday because I'm gonna be working. The guys might be doing something. I'm not sure. I don't trust the guys with politics because they get a little loosey-goosey. They're half militant, half Republican, but they're all good people. That's the thing. I love this crew. They're great. But they're not like me. They're not blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da-da, because they're from Texas. They're from Texas, and they can't help it, you know? I'm from California. I'm a West Coast native. I'm fucking cool as shit. And politically, I've grown up to be very democratic. And because the guys aren't here to tell me no, official endorsement goes to Kamala Harris, baby. And I guess Colin Allred, I'll take him over Ted Cruz in Texas. Yeah, folks, I know a lot of you already vote or have voted or will vote. You're supporters of themexcellence, especially during my hiatus, which has been both election stress induced, burnout induced, and sleepy induced and travel induced. I'll be coming back after the next week's election, Tuesday. We'll see how it goes. Thursday will probably be too fast for me to come back. And then the following week, I might be back in the game because I know Marcos has some traveling he's doing. It's going to get a little hectic in there before Thanksgiving. So I'm going to try to get back in the game, get back online, and join back into the hopscotch that is the rotating cast of this crew and get back to my rightful position as king. Where's my crown? So, oh, hell yeah. So, part of that, though, is making sure I'm happy enough to continue living. And by that, I mean, please just vote for Kamala Harris. Just shut up. Just fucking take your medicine and eat it, for Christ's sakes. I'm not having this argument. I already had the argument. If you follow me on Instagram, I already had the argument. Somebody called me a genocide supporter, and then I just fucking love genocide because I was like, I voted for Kamala Harris. Fuck yeah. That was it. It's not even like she's my favorite person in the whole world. I just voted for, once again, the bus that'll get us to the location I'm trying to get. And this guy the old fucking fucker came back to my life and was like, you support genocide. I'm like, no, I don't. Nobody does. But the propaganda got to you. Fuck you, guy. You don't know better than me. All I'm saying is, if you want the genocide to stop, who would you rather argue with to have it stop? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? Donald Trump's a big fucking idiot. And he's the worst thing that happened to our country and is continuing to happen to our country. So don't vote for him. If you vote for Donald Trump, I don't love you anymore. That's on film now or digital, whatever. If you don't vote for Kamala, I've already told Marcos this because he's not voting for Kamala. You're wasting your vote. It's your right to do so. But I'm just going to tell you. Oh, see, that's probably like foreshadowing. But you're wasting your vote. God dang it. Vote for the person that could actually win, which is one of those two fuckers. And one of those fuckers is more successful and talented and reasonable and won't take away women's rights. Or at least restore them back to where they once were, which wasn't all that great anyway, because there's still restrictions on when the fuck you can do all that stuff. Yeah, so do that. And then Ted Cruz is a fucking asshole. Hopefully I go viral with this video I made for work the other day, or today, I should say, moments ago, before this. But ultimately, I've been working really hard. I work in politics. I've told you guys that time and time again. Been working really hard to get Ted Cruz fucking voted out. And it'd be really swell if all you Texans, even if you're Republican, to vote Ted Cruz out, because Ted Cruz is not it, man. He's fucking not it. He's the fucking worst. And I've been fucking giving my blood, sweat, and tears to making sure that fucker is gone. And so please help reward me by voting that guy out. Help my mental health and make sure Kamala Harris wins. And then I'll still love you. Because I seriously will not. I don't love anybody who supports Trump. I don't have it in my heart. Sorry. I'm one of those non-accepting liberals. Yeah, they exist and they're me and I'm proud of it. Marcos is like, well, you got to look at the good in people. What good is a person that doesn't want me to have rights or my family, my female friends and family to have rights? What's there to love? Not much. So... Yep, it's a poison. Hatred's a poison, but I'm going to take it just so I can keep surviving when people try to hate me. But I'll try not to drink too much of it. But yeah, we'll see how fucking happy I am. I might just fucking crash this stream if we win the night of, which we won't know because all of the fucking gerrymandering and voting by mail delays and whatnot and ballot counting and all the shenanigans that are going on, we won't find out till like Wednesday or Thursday. Hopefully we'll find out Wednesday, and because it's a landslide. So yeah, go vote. Go vote for Kamala Harris. I don't know why I added a to that, but hey, I don't want people yelling at me for pronouncing it wrong. I'm supporting her full-chested. So vote for gay people's and trans people's and abortion rights. Even if you don't agree with it, it's fine. Don't agree with it. It's okay. Don't agree with it, but you can't legislate against it, you fuckers. Separation, church, state. Church, state. It's a state thing. So, and they go, we'll let the states decide. Texas doesn't have a vote right on it, so it has to be national. So fuck off with that, because Texas can't do it. What else? Send me a double chunk chocolate cookie. I've been wanting one ever since that motherfucker's been saying it. And a chicken bake. That's it. That's my soapbox. I just like the smoky and the fog and whatever. But I'm going to leave now. And I'm going to go watch spooky movies with my girlfriend. And then after I'm done doing that, I'm going to finish my job and my work and do all that stuff at like 3 a.m. and then wake up and post everything and then go to therapy and then probably go hang out with either Tommy or Ian. And then Saturday, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, no idea. But I'm going to go have a happy Halloween. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. So I just want to wish all of you a happy Halloween. But I gotta cue the music first. I've been doing this all wrong. I'm running out of battery. Halloween music, royalty free. I swear to God, it's not royalty free. Ooh, trick or treat lo-fi. What does that sound like? All right, everybody. Time to say goodbye. Happy Halloween, everybody. And Bransdale, you're going to get this chairman one of these days. I'll be in touch. Time for the bridge or the breakdown. Yeah.